There is nothing like taking a luxury train like the Andalus throughout southern Spain.
Mi nombre es Carolina y voy a ser su guía durante todo el trayecto. So, my name is Carolina and I will be your guide during the world trip. Igualmente me gustaría presentarles al resto de la tripulación que componen este tren. So I would like to introduce you to the crew of the train. En primer lugar, el jefe de expedición, the chief of the train, Marcelino Cortés.
Bienvenidos.
En segundo lugar, también nuestra guía, Mercedes. It is another guide of the train, Mercedes.
Welcome.
Gracias.
En primer lugar, a David, a Ariadna, Carlos, Celia, Jesús, Mari Carmen. So the train Al-Andalus has 2 restaurant cars, a pub car and the reception car, as well as 7 sleepers car and the staff car. Bueno pues, y por supuesto, salud y bienvenidos.
Welcome to GlobeTrotter. I'm Jon Haggins. I'm here on the Andalus train, which is a luxury train that goes all over the southern part of Spain, and it discovers all the treasures of these various destinations.
My name is Marcelino Cortés and I'm the train manager of Tren Al-Andalus. Tren Al-Andalus is a very special train. It's a touristic train that is making a route all around the Andalusian area in Spain, the southern Spain. It's a real cruise on wheels. All the services they are similar to the 5-star hotel. This train stops in Córdoba, Úbeda, Granada, Ronda, Jerez de la Frontera, and also Cádiz. We have a motor coach that is covering the same route as the train. Al-Andalus train is a very special composition of a train. It's the longest train. It's a half-a-kilometer train. This train just preserves the most romantic sensations of railway traveling. For example, the 4 long coaches belonging to the British royal family. Nowadays, the train is preserving the romantic glamour of the past times. Our staff is multilingual. Our stewardess and the stewards and also the guides, they speak 2, 3, and even 4 languages.
The Al-Andalus train is a rolling luxury hotel that takes you through the southern part of Spain. On the train, there's a bar, there's a dining room, there's a lounge, there are great luxury suites.
My name is Carlos Redondo Pérez. I'm from Madrid and I am the head chef of the train Al-Andalus. The train Al-Andalus goes around Andalusia. Andalusia stays on the south in Spain. Our food is very famous around the world because in Europe we say we are the countryside of Europe. You know, all the tomatoes, cucumbers, lettuce you can eat around Europe probably is from here, from Andalusia. The olive oil as well is very important around the world. As well some vegetables, the jamón, very international as well. Some times ago we have as well coffee, and now this year we can try to recuperate the caviar. We have very regional famous plates. For example, from Córdoba we have the salmorejo. From Seville we have the gazpacho. It's very similar. The mix is the same, tomato. But for example in Córdoba, put as well some bread inside of the salmorejo between the Seville is water. We have as well tuna, sea bass. We have two red wines, one from Córdoba and another one from Huelva. Huelva is a very good region to produce wine as well. And the white wine is from Cádiz. All the food, the vegetables, meat, fish, everything, we go to, for example, to Córdoba, buy in Córdoba. We go to Linares, buy in Linares. The fruit, the vegetables, all from the region.
I love dining with new friends. This is the staff from Al-Andalus train, and it's Laurel and me. I've had the best time here on the Andalus train, and the accommodations are unbelievable. The suites are so luxurious. You know, you can actually sleep on the train. It's very old-fashioned. It reminds me of Agatha Christie. And there's a great bar, there's great dining, regional cuisine, regional wines, and the people that traveled on this trip with me were absolutely friendly. They were from all over the world, and I met new friends, and that's the best part of travel. You know, when I think of travel, I think of a bag like the Briggs & Riley because it's so convenient. Just one touch and this pops up. It's also on the outside, so therefore it's not taking up the space of the inside of the bag, and it's also a spinner, which makes it so convenient. This is a 27-inch bag, and what I love is the fact that I can travel for 2 weeks and pack everything as we're going all over southern Spain, and Spain is so fantastic, and the train ride has been unbelievable. Whenever you travel, you should also take a spinner, Briggs & Riley. This is Cordoba, and it's our first stop on the luxury train. Behind me is a very large mosque and cathedral. I love the combination of both. The interior is absolutely exquisite. The detail is impeccable. It's a UNESCO heritage site.
The history of this building started in the 6th century. You know, Visigoth, here was built the Basilica San Vicente. When the Muslims arrived at the beginning, 8th century, they shared one part for the Muslim worship, the other part for the Christian worship. Until Abd-ar-Rahman I, Umayyad dynasty from Syria, from Damascus, he established the independent emirate of Cordoba. At the end of his life, he decided to build up the Mosque Al-Jama, only for the Muslim worship. You know, with different enlargement, increase the number of Muslims. The first enlargement in the 9th century, Abd-ar-Rahman II, 10th century Caliphate period, Al-Hakam II, and the last one with Al-Mansur. And the last Muslim enlargement by Al-Mansur at the end of the 10th century. Okay? But you know, if we talk about the different parts in a mosque, here you have a Christian tower. Inside this tower you have a minaret. In a mosque, a minaret is the place where the muezzin call the people for praying on Friday midday, khutbah. The Saha is the ablution part. You know, the Muslims, they have to wash feet, hands, face before going into the oratory. But also was used as a school, madrasa, only for the boys, in order to learn theology, philosophy, and medicine. Inside the oratory, the most important part, the niche of the al-mihrab, with the double wall of the Qibla. In the 13th century, 1236, Ferdinand III, the saint, reconquered the city of Cordoba. He consecrated the building to the Christian worship up to date. Never again has been used as a mosque. Between 16th and 18th century, the cathedral was built in the middle of the Muslim oratory. And here along the corridors, you have the original ceiling, the timber ceiling. Okay? Because inside the ceiling has been restored. Pavement is marble stone inside. In the Muslim period, they used sand with carpets. The meaning of mosque is a place to prostration. Is that submission to God when they are praying. In a mosque, Qibla means orientation. You know, the main part of the mosque faces toward Mecca, Saudi Arabia. This mosque, never. And you have here at the top in this column, a statue dedicated to the Archangel San Rafael. Here in Cordoba, we have a special devotion for the Archangel San Rafael, better than the patron saints. In the lower part, you have two statues dedicated to San Acisclo and Santa Victoria. You know, pronunciation Acisclo is difficult even in Spanish. Try it. And you have represented San Rafael in the middle of the Roman bridge here, and look at the top in the tower, another Archangel San Rafael. Many people is called Rafael and Rafaela in Cordoba. You have 19 doors around the building, all of them with the name in the pavement. And you can read the name in the lower part here, Puerta del Sabbat, Puerta del Espíritu Santo.
Casa Brigote restaurant is where they serve the freshest seafood, and it sits next to the beach. I love watching the fishermen's boats as they bob in the bay. The coast guards are cruising along the river. This is the coastline of Guadalquivir.
En cuanto el alba extienda, bellos
This is back to nature. I'm here at the Doñana National Park, and the only way you can get here is by boat, up the river. This is the Doñana National Park.
en su alma viajera, vals de campanilla.
My experience on the Andalus train has been absolutely glorious and an eye-opening experience throughout the southern part of Spain. The Coast Guards are cruising along the river.
Cuando abre sus ventanas, se abre el norte entero.
My name is Mercedes Pedrosa. I'm one of the guides of the train Al-Andalus. This train goes all around Andalusia, making different stops in the main cities of the region. And in these stops, we do guided visits, guided tours. And one of these tours is the Alhambra tour. The Alhambra is a royal city built in 13th century and finished in 15th century. When I say finished, I mean conquered by Catholic kings, Fernando and Isabel in 1492. So all this area, all this scenery that you can see is this royal city. It was run by the Nasrid dynasty. Nasrid dynasty, it was the last Muslim dynasty in Iberian Peninsula, running Granada's kingdom. So here we can see part of the walls of this city, and in my back we can see the Albaicin neighborhood. Albaicin neighborhood, it was the origin, the center of this kingdom. In the 11th century we have the first Granadian dynasty, city dynasty, that was located in that neighborhood. So that neighborhood, it has been populated already in the 800 BC by the Iberians, after by the Romans, after the Visigoths, and after the 8th century by the Arab.
Alhambra has the most beautiful garden in the world, and it overlooks the city of Granada.
So we are here in the Ronda's bull ring, one of the oldest bull ring in Spain. It was built in 1785 and is one of the biggest, having 60 meters wide and 5,000 people that can fit inside.
Ronda is also famous as a birthplace of modern bullfighting. You know, Spain is amazing because no matter where you go, there's always something new to discover. I'm here at the new bridge, which dates back to the 18th century, and it connects the two parts of Ronda. It's a UNESCO heritage site. This is the old bridge in Ronda where the town is perched on top of a hill.
Nacen los sueños, luz y amanecer. Despierta el cielo, aire en mi interior. El aire de...
While touring the town of Ronda, there are many shops to drop your last dime.
Nubes al nacer, como los
Ronda retains much of its historic charm, particularly in the old town.
mares de sueños, sueños por nacer. Sueños por nacer, como los mares nacen a mis pies, mares de sueños, sueños por nacer, emergen a mis pies, como los mares emergen a mis pies.
Lara Museum is a nice surprise in the heart of the city. The Lara Museum offers a history of the town. It's famous worldwide for its dramatic views and for the deep gorge.
Luz de amanecer,
Ronda has a spectacular view over the cliff to the valley.
luz de amanecer, desnudo el